Okay, what's going on? Today is January 30th, the last day of the month. Really rough day. I'm just gonna get straight into it. Yeah, I mean, look at it. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame, right? That's rough. That's really rough, right? I want to talk about my bias going in and kind of why I expected this day to happen. I think that there is like kind of good little lesson in there, right? We'll go on the hourly time frame. And let's see what happened this week, right? We opened up and we pumped up and then we sold off really hard on Thursday, right? On Friday, last day of the week, last day of the month, Thursday sells off like 600 points. You kind of got to expect that Friday is not going to do much, right? It's a seek and destroy and not a seek and destroy. It was just consolidation, really, right? The 15 minutes said it was bullish, right? We have midnight open right here. I use the ICT power of three, right? We have a midnight open right here. We break down lower and we get a CISD higher. So we assume that this low is safe. Okay, but let's not just do the pattern idea, right? Let's employ some narrative into here. It's pretty obvious that today's just going to be choppy, right? And that's really what happened. You can't really study the chart too much because the only thing you can study really is that the SMTs with ES kept playing out. And I got burnt today. If there was a day to get burnt, probably be something like this. No expansion, no nothing. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like, it's tough, right? And if you lost today, all that matters is that you managed risk. And that's what I did, right? Like today, not many people had green days. And all that matters is that you managed risk. Um, yeah, I mean, we had this short setup right here, but ES didn't inverse. And then we had this SMT up here. ES took the high, NQ didn't, sold off. Um, I don't really know what else to say about this like study. So many models formed, so many like, oh, this could play out, this couldn't play out. Like I didn't know which trades to take, not to take. We like right here, we were pretty 50-50, right? We were in a 5 minute gap. We were either gonna go up or go down. It was a tough day, right? I'll go through my executions and then my journal. Um, this was my first trade at 9:54. It actually was a winner, right? It was after the SMT happened. I don't even know, bro. I can't even remember anymore. No, there was no SMT here, but I wanted to see sell side taken right here because we had kind of like nicer objectives going down and we took out some buy side and I said, okay, it's time for a sell off, right? And I entered. We had this inversion right here, and we were respecting this gap. Right when we respected this gap, I said, okay, I'm gonna get in here. Saw some good feedback. I added one more contract. We were respecting this gap again after breaking down. I could have taken a partial here, really in hindsight, but we kept going down, and then I got stopped out for a small loss over here. And then over here on this idea, so this idea, right? My dad with the tea again. This time, no sugar. Anyways, yeah, you could say that this entry was too deep into discount, not premium. However, I was positioned well for a sell off, right? If we were to sell off, I was in the right trade to target these lows, and it just didn't happen today, right? I got killed in the chop. Really, that's what happened. And then later on, we did get the sell off into these equal lows. I was looking to take another trade over here, but I already took two losses, and like after you take two losses, you're not right mentally. Like let's be honest, you're not taking like what's going on through your head mentally is not what's supposed to be happening after two losses. You know what I mean? You're not at base level. You didn't just wake up and you're fully reset. Like at this point, I was just like, let's be honest. I took two losses, and it's better that I just walk away, even if I can make some of the money back. Long term, that's not profitable. Let's be honest. Long term, that's not profitable. Just trading, trading, trading. I'm okay with losing this much. This is 1 R for me, right? The max I can lose per day is 500. So 1 R is 250. And let's be honest, my winning days are much bigger than 237. I told that to myself, right? Like, let's look at this. 237 minus 50. Look at this. At 448. This whole month, these 2 days don't count. Okay, these 2 days I was not locked in, right? And I only started journaling starting the ninth. This whole month, none of my losing days were 448. None of my losing days were 637. My losing days are much smaller than my winning days. So there's no reason to run this up to 500, right? I already took two losses. But I did have a break-even month, which is frustrating, right? I'm here to make money, let's be honest. But I mean, I'm just improving. I'm still learning, and that's all really that matters. Not much else to go over here. I'll go to my journal. So I liked doing the journal live. However, it took a really long time, and I kind of got embarrassed because I was typing too slow, misspelling shit. I want to just do this on my own time. You know what I mean? So I said we had a sideways day for the session breakdown, last day of the week of the month after a crazy sell off, which is so it's kind of predictable that we're gonna have a slow day. Um, we had an SMT with ES, which held well, multiple SMTs, but slow, sloppy deliveries, not much opportunities. For the reflection, I said that the most important thing on a day like this is how much I lost and did I survive. Yes and yes. Like I lost 948. Okay, I'm copy trading 4 accounts. By the way, oh my god, bro, look at this bullshit. Over here, I entered. I saw good feedback. I went break even. I got tapped out at break even at 842. I got tapped out break even right here and I ran down. What? What was that? Hello? Okay. Frustrating. So I didn't make shit on my combine. But anyways, yeah, so I said that I survived. I said still got burnt on the sideways days, which is the worst way to lose capital. It is, right? I predicted that it's gonna be a sideways days, and I got lost and oh, this looks good. This is a pattern trade, you know what I mean? And these days are the hardest and most unpredictable. Only improvement to make is honestly just don't trade on these days where I assume it's gonna be sideways. Most important things, all the trades had logic behind them, managed risk, and this is what will make you profitable in the long term, right? Risk management, good trades is what will make you profitable in the long term. Your losing days are smaller than your winning days. I mean, this is it. That's all that it is, right? I'm gonna do my weekly reflection. I don't honestly want to do it on video because this is kind of like personal. I'm also gonna do a monthly reflection on how I could improve for next month and all that. But this is like my weekly reflection, like things that I need to like focus on. So I guess you kind of know, but I just get deeper into it in the weekly reflection. I don't think there's really much else to say. I am curious, how did you guys do? Please let me know in the comments. Now that these videos are getting a few views. By a few views, I mean 20 views. I also like, I'm also like, how do I say this? I'm messaging like the same people on Instagram about these videos, and it's like the same 10, 15 people. So I might start a Discord and just like have it us, because it's like kind of like a community. I feel like it is because I make videos and then people give me feedback on my DMs. What if I just make a Discord and then we can all talk together? You know what I mean? I think that is something I might do very soon. But I don't know. It's just something for us all to improve. I can talk about my bias before the market opens and my executions and everything. But I think that's all I have to say. I really hope that you all did well today. Hey, fire song. But I mean that's really it. And thank you for watching my videos and like leaving likes, some comments, giving me feedback on my DMs. It means a lot. It really does. And that's all I gotta say.